and welcome to the Greenock Morton Weekly Update, as sponsored by McTears, the auctioneers. My special guest today arrived at the club last summer as a player who had previously worked with David Hopkin, like quite a few in the Morton first squad. He's a bustling midfielder and no stranger to having talent out on the park as well. He is Kyle Jacobs. Kyle, hello there.
Yeah, how you doing?
Very well. How's sunny Whitburn?
Not too bad, actually. Not too bad.
You can see the sun shining in Greenock here. I lay out in it too long the other day and looks as if I got my face into a frying pan. I'm trying to keep out of the camera, to be quite honest. Listen, how are you coping with the lockdown?
Not too bad, not too bad. I've obviously got a little girl that's keeping me busy. Obviously trying to keep busy with the running and things like that, but I just obviously want to get back playing. But obviously that's out of our hands. We just need to be patient, really.
Is it all fitness stuff you're doing just now, trying to keep yourself fit rather than actually kicking a ball?
Yeah, I've not really touched the football. It's more just running and gym work and things like that. And then I'll probably start getting in touch with the balls closer to the time we start knowing that we get back playing.
Now, you were one of a raft of signings that the manager made last year. I always wonder, from your situation and other players, is it a compliment when a manager you've worked with before comes for you again and wants to bring you into his new side?
Yeah, I think it helps. Obviously, knowing the gaffer helped me settle in, and yeah, just with him texting me and giving me a call and saying that he was interested in signing me was a big boost as well.
What does he bring to the training ground? What does he bring to the training ground and the dressing room as well?
Just a lot of experience, and it just helps you as well, and helps you to improve. He obviously wants his players to improve, and if he gets that, then that's what his big aim is, really. And yeah, it just helps everyone that he brings in, really.
Now, he was assistant manager at Livingston, with Mark Burchell was the manager at that time. Do you see a difference in him going from being an assistant to being the man in charge?
Yeah, I think at the time at Livingston, he just came in. He was on in for a few months when I was there, I think it was. But obviously being a manager, he's more involved, and he's doing like most of the coaching work and helping out improve players, as I say, and just getting more involved. So it's a big difference to what I've seen from being assistant and being manager.
Now, I've kind of followed your career a wee bit because I was always interested when you and Keegan were playing together at Livingston. I was doing matches at that point, some commentary and things, and I was always really aware of your talent. I was delighted that you came to Morton. How did you find settling in?
It took a bit of adjustment, really. Obviously, a new team. There's quite a few new players as well, and just adjusting to the manager's way of playing too. So it took me a wee while to get going, but I think as the more the season went on, the better I got, and I'm sure the fans noticed that as well.
I think we all noticed it, if you don't mind me saying so, Kyle. I think it really was the second half of the season before the Morton support were able to see the best of what you bring to the team.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, chipped in with a few goals as well, but it showed as well with the team. The team, I think, started to click as well, which helped a lot. And the turn of the year, the team were brilliant, and I think we only lost one game in 10 or so. So it was a real turning point in the second half of the season.
And did you feel that the team could go all the way maybe to the playoff places?
I think so. It would have obviously been tough, but I think on form, I think we were probably one of the informed teams in the league at the time, and I think the confidence was high. I think we were ready to play Dundee United, and we were really confident going into that game. So it's just a bit disappointing, obviously, with things ending so soon, but there was nothing that we really could have done about it.
How do you see your position in the team? Where do you prefer to play?
I prefer to play in midfield. I think that's where you see the best of me, because I'm quite fit. I like to win the ball back for the players that can do things with it, like Cads and Nizzy. But obviously I don't mind filling in. I've played right back a few times as well. And I don't mind playing there either. I quite enjoy that position as well. As long as I'm playing and helping the team, I'm not too fussed.
Do you model yourself on a box-to-box type midfielder then?
I can be a bit of both. Really. I can be a defensive mid, just sitting there and protecting the back four. Or I can get forward a bit, even though I'm not really known for my goals. But I did get a few this season, so yeah, I was happy with that.
You mentioned that a couple of times. I was going to ask you what's been the highlight. I mean, I know what my highlight was with you, but what's been yours?
Yeah, it was definitely the 2 goals I scored against Dunfermline. It was it was a big game for us to start putting pressure on the teams above us, which was Dunfermline at the time. So to get 2 goals and to win the game as well was probably one of my highlights.
Not just 2 goals, rising majestically in the box to pull it at home. You're not renowned for your headers, are you?
No, not really. Obviously, when a few when the keeper's kicking the ball from his goal kicks, but to score a few 2 headers in a game was good. I think I've out of the 5 goals, I think 3 of them were headers. So yeah, it was a good return with the head.
And now you're an aerial threat for Morton as well.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, I'm not the tallest player, but I've got quite a good leap on me. So yeah, I would say I'm a threat in the air now.
The manager's put together a group of lads with experience, like yourself, if you don't mind me saying, because you're 28 now and you've played at some big clubs and youth as well. There's an obvious camaraderie around the camp. Was it very frustrating that you couldn't push on towards the end of the season and show where you were going?
Yeah, I think so. I think the mix in the team was really good, as you say, with old and young. So that really helped. But yeah, it was a bit frustrating because I think everyone in the changing room was looking forward to the last 9 games or so in the league, because I think we were really confident of doing something, and I think that's something that the gaffer and Anton and Timo installed in the team, is confidence and belief, and I think that showed the last part of the season, and I think that would have helped going into the last few games as well.
Of course, that's something that people sometimes forget, that it's not just the manager, he's got a very good backroom staff as well.
Yeah, definitely. They all work hard. As I said, Timo and Anton, they're all working behind the scenes, and they're just helping the boys out and wanting us to do better. So yeah, they worked really hard for us this season.
Well, let's put this season to bed then and look ahead. What are your personal aspirations for next season? What do you think that Morton should be as well?
I think just building on what we finished up on the last part of the last season, just building on the momentum and the belief, and just building on what the gaff has built really, and hopefully pushing on towards the top end of the table and maybe playoffs, depending on how things go. But yeah, that's what probably the aim will be, is looking at the top half of the season, top half of the table. Sorry.
Kyle, great to speak to you. I can't go without asking you this question though, because you interviewed Jim McAllister last week. Is that his bed you're in?
I think we use the same background, don't we? No, I've been kicked upstairs. The little one was sleeping downstairs, so I thought I'd just come up here for a bit of quiet.
Quite right too. I'm just wondering if maybe Morton have got a sponsorship deal with some bed company. You're in the same bed.
They could do.
Maybe that's something we should look at. Kyle, listen, thanks very much for joining us today, and good luck. Getting out of this lockdown and getting back to playing football.
No problem. Thanks very much.
Thanks again. And thank you for joining us on the Greenock Morton Weekly Update, as sponsored by Tears, the Auctioneers.